Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Like the wind I go, and like a man I come, Zephyr is here. And today, I have come to review a game called Yog-Sothoth to see if it's worth playing during your downtime. Developed and published by Bone Neil, Yog-Sothoth is a hotel management game for magical creatures. You inherited a dilapidated villa from your professor who had disappeared. But that is, without turning into a cat at midnight and having most of your inheritance sold off at an auction. With nothing but a run-down villa and a beautiful servant by your side, you transform the villa into a hotel, all in the hopes of paying off your student loan. And that is what Yog-Sothoth is all about. The adorable character art design and Lovecraftian vibe might be the reason you were attracted to this game. The premise is nowhere cozy, but the idea of running a hotel in this dark fantasy world is a stark contrast to games such as Bed and Breakfast. But is it any better? We shall see. The gameplay is a combination of a visual novel experience and hotel management. You might be thrilled to know that there are over 10 different endings to be discovered in this visual novel game, and that the narrative portion of the game can be really long in between the hotel management portion. But here lies the problem. I find the translation to be awful, with sentence structure to not be coherent and grammar errors all over the place. It is as though the entire English translation has been done through a machine. Others might find the English structure and grammar to be serviceable, but seeing that the narrative portion of the game is really long, I find myself easily losing interest in whatever story has been installed. The execution of the hotel management gameplay, in my opinion, is lackluster. You are not able to decorate any of the room or even change how much you want to charge for it. You have no control on the individuals you want them to patronize your establishment. The only thing you can do is to upgrade your rooms and unlock new rooms. Although there are other things for you to do, when the core gameplay of the game is not enjoyable, everything else seems inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Yog-Sothoth is best described as a single-player visual novel experience with hotel management on the side. The game is clearly made for Chinese audiences as the English localization team does a below-average job, at least in my opinion. If you are capable of reading Mandarin, I recommend you to play the game in Chinese instead. And if you are hoping to look for a game to scratch that hotel management itch after playing games like Bed and Breakfast, I suggest you go back playing those games rather than getting Yog-Sothoth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Yog-Sothoth, and the game is available on the PC. You can get the game for $11 all based on your region GDP. Can I recommend getting Yog-Sothoth for $11 for you to play during your downtime? Unless you can understand Mandarin and are a fan of visual novel genre, I cannot under any circumstance recommend Yog-Sothoth. If you want a nice novelty hotel management game, I can recommend Bed and Breakfast instead. My name is Zephyr, like the wind I go, and like a man I come, and it's time for me to go. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and if you enjoyed the review, do consider subscribing to the channel as it will help me out a lot. Stay safe, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next video. See ya!